Hello, I am Gaston Gomez. Coming up next on Global Perspectives, a heart-to-heart conversation about culture and education. Welcome to Global Perspectives, heart-to-heart conversations about culture and education. I am here today with Angela Nabiar from Colombia. How are you today?
I'm very
So
well,
nice to see you.
Gaston. Thank you.
So
nice to see
tell
you
me,
too.
you're from Colombia.
Yes.
And
I
what
am
place,
from
like what area specifically from Colombia?
Yes, I am from the capital of Colombia, that is Bogota.
Bogota.
And as we all know, Colombia is famous for coffee and emeralds and flowers and fruits. Yes, I am from Bogota. That is a beautiful city. As I said, it's the capital of Colombia. And it's a very diverse city. You can find people from all over Colombia. It is located on a plateau on the eastern range.
That was my next question.
Yes.
Tell me,
Okay.
geographics and demographics about it.
Yes, on the eastern range, as I said, and it's a city that has expanded lately a lot. We have also foreign citizens, and yeah, it's a beautiful city with lots of opportunities, education, lots of employment opportunities. So
Is
yeah.
it?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that. See, I had no idea that it was in a plateau area and also that it's a good place to live.
Yes.
So, how many languages do you speak?
Well, I speak
Because
Spanish.
Nambiar is not American last name, is not
Yes.
Latino either or Hispanic. So tell me about Nambiar and how many languages do you speak?
Well, I speak two languages.
Two.
Of course, Spanish is my mother tongue, and since I moved to this country, I had to learn English, so English is my second language. Nambiar comes from India. My husband is from India. He is from the south of India, from a state called Kerala. So Nambiar is the last name from
You-
that region.
Maybe he's going to be one of my guests in the future.
Sure, yeah, he will be happy to come.
Awesome. So he is from India,
Yes.
and you guys live here together, or move
Yes.
here together,
Yes,
and then and you have a son.
yes.
How old is he?
He's 6.
6 now.
Yes,
Wow.
he's 6.
Awesome. So,
Yes.
growing up, going back to your childhood, growing up, did you go to private school or public schools?
Yeah, I went to private school.
Private.
Actually, it was.
Tell me about it.
It was a Catholic school,
Mhm.
only for girls. So all my.
So
throughout
boys
my
were not allowed
education,
in your school,
They were not allowed. Yeah.
just by the fence.
Yes, yes. So since kindergarten until 11th grade, I was in that school. So
Okay.
we have a little bit different educational system. We don't have kindergarten, 12th grade. We have kindergarten, 11th grade.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
All in one
because-
school.
Yes.
Is that also for public schools or just for private?
Mostly for private
For
schools.
okay.
Yeah, you will
So for
find.
private school purposes, they manage K through 11
Yes.
in the same site.
In some of them,
But then,
yeah.
tell me about public, if you can share that. Since
Yeah.
we're discussing education and
Yeah.
and culture.
Yeah, sure.
So tell me about public education. It's the
Public
same like
education.
K to 12 or
Yeah.
K to 6.
Is the same because we manage the same educational system throughout the country. So you have kindergarten, then you have a grade in between, sorry, you have pre-kindergarten. So in between pre-kindergarten and kindergarten, you have another grade
Okay.
that is called transition. And
So
then you
pre-K,
go
kinder, and then transition.
pre-K, transition,
And then kinder.
kindergarten,
Oh
yes.
wow.
And then you go through 11. So in reality, is the same. It's the equivalent as the United States, right? That where you have kindergarten to 12.
Right.
So it's pretty much the same.
Any fees associated with public education at
No,
all?
the public education is
Totally free.
is
Not even a
totally
small
free.
fee to go to.
No.
Yeah. Okay. And books, also, I'm sure they were free for public
Yes,
schools.
some are free, and of course there is some just minimum requirement from the parents. Yeah, for the
Yeah.
parents.
Okay. Well, thanks for sharing that. And you already told me that going to private schools, there were, girls will go to one school and boys to another school.
But not always. I mean, you have different options, right? You have
But for
just
public, would they go together, boys
They
and
go
girls?
together,
Okay,
yeah.
so they go mixed.
as well as for private. I mean, you have different options, just for girls or for
Okay,
boys.
so it's not
or
like girls will be.
Yeah,
when
it's
it
not
comes
a
to private
general
school, it
rule.
will be. It won't be segregated.
no,
Okay, got it.
not at all.
Good. Thanks. See, I'm learning something with you. Growing up, were your parents involved in your education?
Yes, very much.
Very much.
Yes.
So were you able to and allowed to share what you learned and discuss about, hey, I learned about math or science and geography. So you guys
Yes,
discuss
of
it
course.
over
Yeah, my dad
over
was
dinner
a teacher.
or over lunch.
Yeah, my dad was a teacher as well, and he was pretty much involved in our
Oh, wow.
education.
What grade did
He-
he teach?
Well, there is something called Normal in Colombia,
Right,
in
which
which
is-
you prepare teachers to be teachers. You prepare
Oh.
students to be teachers.
So he was prepping
So
teachers.
he was, yeah, exactly. He was preparing teachers to be teachers as soon as they graduate from high school. So yeah, my dad was very involved in our education. I am from a very big family. We are 4 brothers, 2 sisters, plus mom and dad. So they were really, really involved in our education. My mom was, I mean, because we were so many, she stayed home with us all the time. So it was just so nice to, to come from school and to see her, and she will have food ready for us, and she will be ready to help us with our homework. So it made such a difference to see mom all the time
Yeah.
with us. She dedicated all her life, for us. And
Speaking of lunch, the mom had already, already had set up lunch and dinner for you guys. So breakfast and lunch was not included in your education, in your school.
no,
Not in okay.
No,
Is
no.
it part of the public school at all?
I don't think so. No,
Okay.
I don't
So you
think
have to
so.
be fed before you go to school.
Yes.
And then lunch is not provided. So you are dismissed from school to go eat lunch at home,
Yes.
and then come back, or that's it.
Well, depends. I'm not really familiar with the public school because
Okay.
I also became a teacher in Colombia,
Oh,
a
you
music
did?
teacher.
That was my next question. What was your higher? I
Yeah.
mean, did you go to higher education or college or university?
Yes, I studied music education. So I was working again for a private school. And actually it was an international school where we have many American teachers. So it was a very nice school, but at the same time, I didn't have so much interaction with the public schools because then I moved to the United States. So
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, awesome. Thanks for sharing all this information with me and our viewers. My next question, why did you move to the United States? I know you mentioned that you moved here, but why?
Well, I moved to the United States, I would say, because of destiny.
Destiny?
I had the opportunity to travel to India for some time to study music,
Uh-huh.
as I wanted to learn a little bit more about the culture, because I also like meditation, and I practice a meditation that is called Sahaja meditation, and I wanted to learn a little bit about music, Indian music.
Mhm.
So I went there, and destiny put my husband and I together. And
So you met your
then-
husband in the
yes,
Indian school.
Yes. So for some reason he got a job here. He works in computers, so he got a job here, and we just got into communicating and
Dating and then courting.
dating, yeah, long distance dating. And then I came here because of him, because we got married.
What year did you move here?
I moved in 2000, August 2000.
Okay.
Yes.
So 17 18 years ago.
Actually, yeah, 17 years. In
Wow.
August, it will be 17 years.
Why did you choose Maryland?
I did not.
Better yet, Anne Arundel County.
I
Oh,
did
you
not
did not?
choose Maryland. As I said before, I think it was destiny. When I came to this country, my husband had a job in California.
Oh, wow. All the way
So-
in the opposite
Yeah,
side
so
of the
we
country.
we traveled quite a lot. So first was California, then we went to Alabama. So it was a totally different place.
Uh-huh.
And then we came to Maryland for a little while, and then Delaware, and we came back to Maryland.
Wow.
So since then we are here in Maryland.
All right. And why Anne Arundel County?
Again, the
Just
same.
just because.
His job
So
was.
you didn't have the opportunity to go around the other counties to see. Oh, I think I like this county better than the other one. You didn't?
Actually, yes. We
You
lived
did.
in.
That's
we-
what I'm saying. Why Anne Arundel County?
We
We want to
lived-
know why Anne Arundel County.
We lived in Howard County for a little while, and then his job is just in the middle of Anne Arundel County and Howard County, and then we were in the process of getting a home. We like the one in Anne Arundel County, so that's why we live
And
here.
it's a good county to live.
Yes,
Yes,
definitely,
good, good.
yes.
All right. So my next question: what had you heard about the United States before you came here?
Well, I heard so many things. First of all, you hear about the American dream, right?
Mm-hmm.
Many people who want to come here because there is the idea that here you can find a better life. It will be easier to get a car. It will be easier to get many more opportunities. So many people come here searching for the American dream. Sometimes it's not a dream. So that is the first version that I heard. Another thing is that people think that this country offers many more opportunities related to education, to employment, and people come here to study.
Right.
The other thing that I heard is possibly a negative opinion, because many people don't understand the involvement of America in everywhere. You know, so they are saying why America has to go everywhere. So that is what I heard, you know.
Okay. Now, before you came here to permanently live in the United States, do you ever come to visit?
Yes.
So you were already exposed to the U.S. culture as a
Yeah.
visitor.
Yes.
Okay.
I came as
so
a
it
visitor.
wasn't like you moved here, a brand new place and new culture.
No,
and-
no, no.
okay.
I came as
So
a
you
tourist.
came as a visitor and
Yes.
went back to India or
I went back to Colombia, yeah.
and then okay.
Yeah.
So you were exposed to the U.S. culture.
A little bit as a tourist, yes.
So what was your first cultural shock when you came to visit
Yeah.
for the first time, not to live, to visit? What was your whoa moment?
I think the size. You know, everything is so huge. You go in the freeways, and the freeways are huge, and there is so much space to live. So you are wondering, wow, why this is so big compared to our countries? You know, compared to, I think everything is big and everything is super clean and beautiful. So it's kind of more like in the exterior, because you cannot really, as a tourist, you cannot go deep into the culture, but you see everything from the exterior. So it's a kind of interesting view.
Good, good. Now, I want to go back to your childhood. You said that you were part of how many kids? 6?
6.
All right. Coming from your country, Colombia, you get to high school age, and then possibly most of you got higher education.
Yeah.
And if you marry, do you move out of your parents' house or do you stay in your parents' house? Some countries, they stick together,
Yeah.
and if you have kids, they stay with you, with your mom and dad, and everybody else continues to grow in the same household, which is the core.
Yes.
Is it the same in your country? In some
No.
cases, or not at all?
Well, I would say in some cases, and that is so, it depends on the family. Like in my family, you get married and you leave the
Okay.
house. But
But you wait until marriage to leave. You don't leave when you're 17, 18 to go to
no,
college.
no, no.
Okay.
No, you try to stay with your parents.
With your friends
and-
until you're ready to
yeah.
fly.
Yes.
Got it. Well, thanks for taking my question back to your childhood and growing up. So, what do you do in Anne Arundel County?
Well, I work for the Anne Arundel County Public Library. I am the Multicultural Programming and Outreach Liaison. So it's a new position that the library has. And basically what I'm trying to do is to promote the library services to the Latino community and to minorities. Slowly, it's a progressive job, so it's work in progress.
Yeah. How many libraries do we have in Anne Arundel County?
We have 15 branches.
15.
Plus, we consider the virtual, let's say, online resources and everything that we offer as another branch. So I would say like 15 plus 16, plus one more,
Plus one more.
16.
And so I know that if you want to learn another language, AACPL, or Anne Arundel
Yeah.
County Public Schools, they have a wonderful program that is called
Rosetta Stone, yeah,
and it's
Rosetta
free.
Stone. Yes, we have.
So tell me about it.
Yeah, we have so many free resources that we can find online. One of those is Rosetta Stone. You know, you can learn so many languages on your own pace. You just need a very simple internet connection plus headphones, and then you can do it. I know that many of the Latino parents of AACPS are using this resource, so I'm extremely happy, because some of them work late, so they can do it on their own pace. We have many other resources, like for example, homework help, that is also very good for students
At
of
all,
the schools.
at all locations or
Yeah.
branches?
Online.
Oh, online.
Yes. So we offer homework help from kindergarten until college level. We have many ebooks, audiobooks, everything that you can download from our website.
Oh.
It's just incredible, so many resources. I think we have so many things to offer that sometimes we lose track of what we have, and we need some more outreach and information to the public of what we can offer.
Of course. Going back to Rosetta Stone, can you use the Rosetta Stone on your from your iPad or your
Yes.
phone? Your,
Yes, definitely, yeah. Yeah, we have
smartphone?
an app for the library that you can
So you
have
can
it on
do it
your-
on the go.
Yes.
When you're driving, when
yes.
you're drinking coffee, you can
Well,
learn.
yeah, if you can.
Wow. And
if
it's
you can
free.
drink and speak.
It's free. Wow,
It's
that's
free,
that is a
definitely.
wonderful resource for county
Yes.
residents to take advantage of. Totally free and at any location, as long as you have what?
Well, we need to have the library card.
Okay.
And as you may know, we have different kind of library cards. We have the physical or the regular library card.
Which is
that
like
it has-
size like this, and then
it's
the other one is
exactly.
keychain style.
And then and then it has a number that is like your identification number. So for all these resources and for borrowing books and all, for the use of the resources online, you can use that card. And also for the students, we have the virtual card that is called SAIL. That is the SAIL account. So they don't really need the physical card. They just can use their ID,
The
student ID
number. Wow.
number, and then they
How
can
convenient.
access. How convenient, yes. So they can access to all the resources.
So if I am brand new to the county, what do I need to get a library card?
Well, you
Tell
need.
me, requirements for me
Yeah.
to be able to.
You just
join.
have to come to one of our branches and fill out a very simple application.
Where do I find locations?
The locations on the website,
Okay.
as well as we have a wonderful magazine that is called Happenings, where all the programs that we offer are listed,
Oh,
as
wow,
well
good
as
to know.
the addresses of the branches and everything. So what you need is very simple. Come to the library, get the
Okay.
application, fill out the application, and then you have to submit or show a proof of address, and then right away you can get the library
So
card.
proof of address
Such as a driver license, something that is showing your current address. It could be a bill, it could be an utility
but it
bill.
has to have your name on it?
It has to have
Your
your
name and your address. So
and
you
your
have to have that
address.
document with your
Yes.
name and address in order for you
Yes.
to prove address,
Uh-huh.
the current address. And what else? That's it?
That's it.
And English and Spanish, both?
Yeah, of
I
course,
know we
yeah,
have both.
yeah. We have most of our materials and information from library information is bilingual. So yeah.
Yeah. I know Anne Arundel County Public Schools, along with Anne Arundel County Public Libraries, they have came together with many beautiful ideas and programs for toddlers, infants and toddlers and pre-K students. I would like for you to tell me more about it in a way that what's out there for the family that have nothing to do during the day, and Babies in Bloom and
Yes.
Toddler Time.
Yes.
Tell me about those programs so our
Yeah.
viewers can learn more about it.
Yes, we have a program for children from birth to 5 that is called Every Child Ready to Read.
Every child ready to
O
read.
todos los niños listos para leer.
Uh-huh.
So we have different
And he's
categories.
bilingual, so those programs are
Yes.
bilingual.
Some
Awesome.
of them, yeah. So we have different categories within this initiative.
Uh-huh.
For example, we have Babies in Bloom, that is for babies from birth to 18 months. Then we have Toddler Time, Story Time, that is for kids from 18 months to 36 months. And then we have Preschool Story Time, that is for kids from 3 to 5 years old. We have Bilingual Story Time as well in different branches once a month. And we have Sensory Story Time for kids with autism and or any
Wow,
other
that's
spectrums.
wonderful.
Yes, and now we have music programs just for the kids, just where we emphasize the importance of music. And these programs are really preparing children for school. So when they go to school, they are ready to learn easily. They are ready to learn and to read easily.
Because you guys discussed or teach our students, or kids, not students yet, future students, basic,
Yes.
I would say, pre-academics, right?
Pre-academics.
Colors, shapes, numbers, turn taking, sharing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And it's totally free in our county.
It's totally free.
Great. So now my next question is for adults. What do you have for adults?
Oh, we have so many programs.
Like what?
We have concerts, we have gardening programs, we have book clubs, we have genealogy programs. It's like really a big range of programs that we offer for adults as well as for teenagers.
Wow, that's
Yes.
great. And
STEM, very important. We have many programs of STEM.
but I heard that you have some conversational in Spanish.
Yes.
For who?
We have two groups
Uh-huh.
in two different libraries, in the Annapolis Library and at the Eastport Library, and it's called Conversation Spanish. You know, like people who maybe took Spanish during high school and they want to continue learning. So we have these two groups at these two locations.
And they get to
So
practice with?
They get to practice
With you.
with me.
Good, good. So
Yeah.
if you want to continue learning Spanish, come to Angela Nambiar to the Eastport or the Annapolis branch.
Branch.
One of my other questions, Angela, and I'm enjoying my time with you, but I want to ask you, I would like to ask you more about what do you do in your free time? I know it has nothing to do with work, but what do you do in your free time? Do you play music?
Do I have free
Since you have
time?
a,
That is the question you should ask me. Well, yeah, if I have free time, I like to read, of course, and I like to.
so she likes to read and she likes to.
I like to play
Play
music. I like to practice. I play the guitar and I sing, and I like to compose, and I play the flute. So any opportunity and free time, I like to do that. And I have a son, as I told
Right, 6 years
initially.
old.
So I spend lots of time with him. You know, going everywhere, taking him, dedicating my time, free time to him.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Is he bilingual?
Well, a little bit, yeah.
That's
yes,
good.
yes.
We want more multilingual students in the county, so the more the better, right?
Yes.
The more diverse, the better as well. So one of my other questions is almost my time with you about to end, and I'm sad, but well, I will see you again eventually, maybe a second interview soon. Tell me about your staff, AACPL staff. Are they more open to bilingualism?
Of course, yeah.
Are they more like, I think I want to learn more Spanish now, or how do you feel the diversity of the Spanish-speaking community,
I
or
think
this receptiveness of your staff towards our Spanish-speaking community?
Oh yeah, our staff is wonderful. They are always ready to help. I mean, one of our goals is to offer our services to the whole community. So definitely they want to learn Spanish. They are starting using Spanish during the story time. So we had a training that you also helped us once.
I
and
trained them
they-
before with some
yes.
Spanish.
So they want to learn the language, they want to use the language, they want to be able to communicate. Of course, it's difficult, right, if you are not able to really talk fluently.
Right.
But there is a big effort and big interest on our staff.
And some
to
of the things that I trained you and your well, not you, but your staff, it was about just basic stuff. You know, how to say
Yes.
colors and shapes and numbers, in short phrases like "Cómo estás?", "How are you?", "Come here, follow me", "Ven conmigo", you know, good morning, buenos días. And we also incorporated some basic sign language. So we were
Yes.
doing 3 languages at once
Yes.
in one group. So it was a wonderful experience working with you and your staff. And I hope that it continues to grow. And it sounds like it's going to continue
It's
to grow.
growing,
a
and
way.
in fact, we have a new collection, word collection, where we have materials in Chinese, Vietnamese, Urdu,
Wow, we
and in
got-
Spanish. So as well as we are trying sign language, because I mean, we want to try to be able to communicate with
With
all the
everybody
members
who's-
of the community. Yeah.
That's wonderful. So overall, how many languages do you think the library system is able to provide in the county? You said, or Vietnamese, Urdu, but overall, you think like 12 languages?
Eventually, yeah, we are trying to, based on the reports of the public schools, you know, what are the languages that are
The
most
county
spoken.
population.
Exactly. So we started recently, so we included these 4 languages: Vietnamese, Chinese, Urdu, and Spanish.
Wonderful. And I know Spanish, for the past 4 years, the AACPL has increased the numbers in attendance from our
Yes. Yes.
Spanish-speaking population, and
Yes.
also collaboration with the school system and other stakeholders or liaisons in the community. So I am very thankful for your work.
Oh,
And
thank
I
you,
know
Gaston.
working with the county and the county executive and the public schools is we're making changes and good changes over time. So thank you, and
Thank
I
you.
appreciate your time. I
Thank you
look
for
forward to
inviting
seeing
me.
you again.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Gaston.
That's it for now.